Joining us is David Seeger. It's time for Money Monday, and of course we're going to be talking a little bit about the cost of funerals.
Good morning.
They're expensive.
They are. I had no idea.
Yeah, they're really expensive. But first of all, the markets this morning looks like we're going to open just a little bit lower at 9:30. Some of the overnight news about the slowing economy has created a little bit of anxiety. So we're not going to open a little bit higher, just a little bit lower. So we'll see what happens at 9:30 and what goes out the rest of the day.
Okay,
But funerals, though, I mean, $8,313 is the cost of an average funeral for a burial-type funeral.
That is so expensive.
Not including the cemetery costs either, in terms of, digging the grave and things of that nature that go along with that.
And
so
that's expensive.
Very much so. Right. So that's a big issue. And then the other type of funeral type is a cremation type is $3,725, which is a lot cheaper. A lot of people going to that a lot of times for fiscal reasons. Now, planning a funeral. Okay, there's a couple websites you can go to, efuneral.com and funeralwise.com.
I don't think any of us think about going to a funeral website.
Oh yeah, it's quite a deal. And then you can pick out different options and it gives you an approximate price.
Right.
And what's nice about this, these websites are connected with a lot of local funeral homes. So once you got it all put together, they'll send the information to the funeral home, and so they can contact you and do what you need to do for the arrangements from there. So that's
wow.
It seems like such a morbid topic, but at the same time, when you go through a loss, you're going through so many emotions, and you don't want to cut corners, and it's just better to have something set up.
Right, exactly. What a lot of not-for-profit agencies are doing, they're formulating what they call funeral committees. So like a church or something. For example, if somebody would have a member that would pass away, they would go with the family to the funeral home, so it would help them sort out their funeral issues, and so they can make objective decisions financially, because there's a lot of emotionalism, like you mentioned, Brittany. So this all kind of helps out. So that's one option what a lot of not-for-profits are doing.
I don't think anyone really knows what they're going to go through and what kind of emotions they're going to experience during that time.
So it's good to have that type of support. Another way to help plan for a funeral is prepaying it as well. And basically what you start with, about 20 million Americans have a prepaid funeral already in place and planned. You set up basically an irrevocable trust with the funeral home, and then they maintain the money and they guarantee the price, and that is the cost of the funeral. So it's all set and done, it's all planned, all paid for, which is a really nice thing to have.
How early can you start planning that? I mean,
whenever you want.
I mean, really,
whenever
you should
you want,
be planning
really.
them at any point,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Another method is getting a payable on death account. That is, you can go to the bank and open up an individual account, put your money in there for the funeral, and make the funeral home the beneficiary on the payable on death account.
Okay.
And so that is another way of doing it as well. It's an old-fashioned way, but it still works.
Certainly a lot of options.
Yeah, you can never be too prepared for that.
Not at all.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it.
You bet.